Hey folks, I'm Dennis. Thanks for watching my video. Earlier this week, my son and I went to Riviera Beach, Florida, and dove the Blue Heron Bridge shore dive. We dove the site 2 nights in a row, Monday night and Tuesday night. So unfortunately, we didn't record our dives Monday. We had better conditions, but we did record our dive Tuesday. And conditions were still fine. There's just a lot of current. It was a pretty brisk current, so our video was not as good as it would have been at high slack tide because we were in the water before high tide was peaked. So excuse the shakiness of the video. It's because some of the times we were fighting current and just keeping ourselves adjusted and whatnot. But I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to give you some details about the dive site though before I get into the video. So I'm not affiliated with any dive shop, but I do have to give kind of a shout out to Force E Scuba there in Riviera Beach. They were fantastic. They were super helpful. We had never been to this dive site before, weren't familiar with the area at all, just what we had seen online. So they gave us a lot of tips about the dive site, where to park, where to enter, what to look for. They rented us our dive flag. They rented my daughter and her family snorkel gear so they could snorkel, and just nice folks to deal with and very convenient to the park. Once you have all your stuff, you go to the park. Parking is always a bit of an issue. So we were on 2 weeknights and the parking lot was full both nights when we got there. We had to kind of wait for a spot. You could park over further away, but once you get all your dive gear on, you don't want to walk all the way across the parking lot if you don't have to. So we waited just a little bit and we got a pretty decent spot near the little beach area there at the bridge. On the first night, on Monday, high tide was at 7:30. We got in the water about 7 o'clock. So we were right before high slack tide. That was perfect. There's 2 lifeguard stations. There's one on the island side end of the bridge, and there's one on the mainland end of the bridge. We entered on the mainland end and worked our way up toward the other end of the bridge. We didn't have enough time or daylight to go under the bridge and explore the wrecks on the other side or explore around the bridge, but I understand that's also definitely worth doing. We had 30 feet of viz, no current. It was beautiful. You're in, no more than 20 feet of water. You probably average about 12. So you got tons of bottom time. You can take your time. At each one of these little artificial reefs or rocks or boat wrecks that are there, you can take your time, swim around, look in the little nooks and crannies. You'll see all kind of stuff. On the first night we saw 2 moray eels, we saw some skates, we saw a scorpion fish, a puffer fish, a couple of little nudibranches, and then just a ton of other, all variety of fish. We probably saw some more things, I don't really recall. But there was plenty of marine life. It reminded me of diving a coral reef in the Caribbean. The second night we got there, high slack tide was at like 8:20, so we put in a little bit earlier, 6:30, 6:45ish. So we were earlier before high tide than we were the night before. So we tried to put in at the same spot, the mainland side lifeguard station, but what we found was we had a real strong current flowing toward the mainland because tide was coming in. So we ended up getting out, walking back up to the island side of the bridge and putting in there. And then we just followed the scuba trail around to the other side, to the mainland end of the bridge, kind of flowing with the current, and that was fine. Get you a map at your scuba shop or online, and it'll show you where to go. They don't want you to go past the buoys because there's boat traffic out there. You don't want to get in the boat channel. You don't want to get hit by a boat because it is shallow. Most of the time we were at 10 feet or so. The second night, because of the current, our video is a bit shaky, so I apologize for that. But I think you can still get the gist of the dive and what it looks like. That's my intention anyway. I didn't know if it was going to be a very good dive because it's shallow and it's right there at the bridge. I'm thinking, how good can it be? But when we got in the water and saw all this marine life, it's crazy how much you're going to see right there with just this little bit of structure and rocks and some artificial reefs and that kind of thing. It was definitely worth it. Even if you're snorkeling, you're still going to see a lot. But if you're diving, get down there, Get your buoyancy right so you're not bouncing off the bottom and stirring anything up. And take your time with all these structures and these rocks. Just swim around them, look in the cubby holes, look in the crannies, and it's amazing what you'll see. Check out the video. It's not great video. Like I said, it's kind of shaky, but it'll give you the idea of what the dive is like. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching my video. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you back real soon. Take care, and God bless you.